So we can keep adding data to our model. So let's take a look at this API documentation here. Again, under fundamentals data stocks, we already have those um, financial statements and historical daily price and trading volume. So there's another interesting thing called insider transactions. Okay, which record on different dates who's trading. Like if the CEO here is trading, then it will reflect like which date the transaction occurred and what amount of the transaction, what's the price of that transaction. Okay, and here apparently this is for Musk, who did the insider trading because he's the CEO of Tesla. Of course, he's insider, so that's his trading on December 16th, 2021 of Tesla stock. So it's actually in this part of the data. Um, there's maybe other information you might be interested. For example, general information regarding the firm. Okay, like what's the stock symbol, what's the number of employees, the URL for the firm, the address, the phone number, the exchange, the country, the sector, the industry, all those kind of basic information about the firm you can also pull up from this API access. Okay, so let's just do this insider transaction first. Okay, again, I'm going to copy this sample URL, and now I'm go back to my query editor, and again, I'm going to start a new source from the web. So it's going to be this insider trading information. Again, I'm going to use, instead of Tesla, I'm going to use Apple's. Okay, and for the token, again, please replace this part with your own personal API key. So I just replaced that part of the string with my personal API key and clicked OK. Now this new query has implemented, and we see here we have data for insider trading of Apple's stock. All right, and if you check, you find this is only regarding year 2024. They do not have kind of earlier data. So, but still, that's helpful. So they have date, they have the owner's CIK, which is kind of identifier, okay, for the owner, like a ID number, okay. Sometimes if you are a person, there's no ID, okay. If it's a corporation, you have a kind of, this is called CIK. It's ID for different corporations, okay. Anyways, you have the owner's name here. You have the transaction date, transaction code. Well, they don't really document what those code means. Okay, you probably can go to the SEC's website and check, because those are basically those data are basically pulled from the original ICC filing filed by the firm. So SEC must have some definition regarding the transaction code. You can check there. And the amount is basically how many shares they sold or they buy. Transaction price is the price they did those transactions. Okay, and this is a code: transaction acquired, disposed. Again, I'm not sure because the documentation doesn't say clearly what they are. So you can probably check again the original SEC filing to see what those code means. Okay, and we also have the post transaction amount. Okay, here's the link to the original SEC filing, I guess. Okay, you can click on the link and check the details regarding those transactions. All right, so I'm going to keep all of this data. Okay, so I'm going to rename this again. Instead of this ugly name, I'm going to call it insider trading. And I also want to replace the ticker the static ticker with the parameter we have set up. So go to advanced editor. Okay, again, I'm going to copy this original URL and replace it with a new URL with the parameter setting. Okay, so I'm going to do the copying first. So I just pasted my the original URL here. Again, I didn't show my personal API key here. I replaced it with a kind of a placeholder. But anyways, I'm going to again restructure this URL to a new one with parameters. I'm going to copy this original URL, okay? And as we learned before, we can separate this URL into different parts. So the first part is still this base URL, then followed by a static stock symbol, but I'm going to replace it with a parameter. Okay, then it's going to be followed by another string. The original string is question mark token equals, so I'm going to keep that as the original shape. And lastly, it's going to be followed by this API key, and I can again replace it with a parameter. And so now this original URL was kind of decomposed or separated into 4 parts. The base URL, followed by the stock symbol being a parameter. You can choose whatever stock symbol and kind of plug in there, and then followed by another original string, the question mark token equals. Okay, this part has to be there. Okay, as part of the URL. Okay, then followed by the another parameter, the API key. Again, you can plug in whatever API key you may have. All right. So now, again, those different parts needs to be connected by the ampersand sign to make them kind of connected together as a single URL. Okay. So now I'm going to replace. I'm going to just copy this edited URL and put it back to the advanced editor to replace the original URL. Okay, so I'm going to replace it. Done. So now I think this because our stock symbol was selected. I mean, we used Costco as the stock symbol in this parameter. So now this insider trading query is going to return the insider trading for Costco in 2024. Okay, and yes, you can see there's actually this lady. This is actually the right, the Congress member. So she's actually an insider there. Anyways, you can also, I mean, you can change this to Apple's or American Airlines. Okay, AAL is American Airline. And let's see what's insider trading for this. Well, there's only one record for 2023. Okay, so let's see what about Tesla, TSLA. Now we have Tesla's insider trading. Okay. Again, this lady is an insider. I didn't see Musk doing any transaction here, unfortunately. And let's see about Apple. Yeah, then that's a different bunch of people. Of course, Tim Cook is here trading something. And again, we saw this lady, this congresswoman doing transactions there. So yeah, anyways, I have now set up this query for insider trading, and you can use this stock symbol parameter to change to any stock you want and watch what's gonna be the insider trading for that particular stock. So regarding those insider trading transaction codes, here we have S and P. All right. So you can simply Google it, and here I actually Googled it. I just use this insider transaction codes SEC. I Googled it and I find this information here. So P is basically open market or private purchase of non-derivative or derivative security. So P means purchase. S is basically sale. All right. So yeah, that will tell you what's going on here. So this is selling the stocks by insiders, and this is a purchase of the stock by insider. Okay.